Hey, what's going on guys? Moteblock's back again here with another countdown video for you guys. In this countdown video, we're going to be counting down the top 10 most useful skills in old school RuneScape. Unfortunately, I couldn't make a video about the skills in RuneScape 3 because I don't play RuneScape 3, and honestly, I don't ever intend to again. Not because I resent Jagex or because I hate RuneScape 3, but simply because I began playing in 2004, and old school RuneScape is just simply what I know. Also, I'd just like to say that this countdown is very opinionated, and my opinion may be different than yours. While I love hearing you guys express your own opinions in the comment section, and really do enjoy listening to your opinions, all hate comments in this video will probably be ignored. With all of that being said, let's get into the countdown. Number 10, crafting. And no, I'm not just talking about spinning flax. Crafting is actually a very useful skill for a lot of things in RuneScape, and probably more so if you play on an Iron Man account. Crafting allows you to be able to create armor and jewelry among other things, and if you get really good at it, around level 79 you can begin making things like black dragonhide armor, and if you get to level 80 you can begin making glory amulets with dragonstone amulets if your magic is high enough. Magic actually coincides a lot with crafting, as you can enchant most of the jewelry you end up making as your level increases. The only downside to crafting is how much GP it actually takes to train the skill, and I find that I actually end up losing more money than I earn when trying to find a semi-decent efficient method to leveling crafting. Once you get into the 60s, you can also begin making battle staffs if you choose to, and last time I checked, that's also a good bit of money you can make. Since it costs a lot of money to train this skill, sometimes I'll have to compromise and train it to where I get horrible XP per hour rates, but still make some cash on the side to make up for the somewhat XP waste, and that's why I chose to put crafting at the end of this list. I've come to realize that if you want to level this skill quickly, you'll lose money, but if you want to make money from this skill, you'll lose a lot of time on those XP per hour statistics. Number 9, construction. Everybody loves this skill, right? Right? You're probably thinking, Moteblocks, you finally lost it. What the hell is construction doing in this countdown? Well, I'm gonna tell ya. It's within my own opinion that I've found construction to be quite a useful skill. Now granted, when you're making oak larders all day trying to get them great gains, you can make no cash whatsoever, but when you have over 50 construction and have a demon butler, you can actually transfer logs into planks by having him run to the sawmill for you, which is pretty good money considering oak logs are just like 60 coins each and oak planks are around 500 coins each. Construction can also help you when you want to make teleporting tabs to get around RuneScape more quickly. I personally have my house set at Relica for when I need to go to the Slayer Cave to kill monsters. However, with the release of the Slayer Cave, it's not really necessary anymore. Your house can also contain useful things like altars, portals in which you can teleport to different towns quickly, as well as being able to pin a glory amulet on your wall, furthering your teleporting options. Construction really is what you make of it, and it can be quite a useful skill and profitable skill at that for you. Number 8, agility. What? Agility is on this list? How can this be useful? Well, believe it or not, agility is actually useful when you're having to run long distances. For example, if you had level 1 agility, your run energy would increase 1% every 7.5 seconds. However, if you have 50 agility, your run percentage actually increases by 1% every 4 seconds. Agility is actually required in a lot of RuneScape quests, and making them easier to complete, such as the underground pass when you're going over those infamous bridges. Higher agility levels may also allow you to avoid damage taken when caught pickpocketing people as well. And for low-level players or skillers who haven't trained magic enough to get around, using shortcuts around the world of RuneScape always makes things easier and saves you a lot of time. Agility is probably one of the most straightforward skills in RuneScape, however, due to the fact that it's trained through monotonous clicking, it is widely unpopular among players, oftentimes called the most boring skill in RuneScape, and some players just simply hate the skill. Number 7, prayer. This combat skill actually helps to aid us during combat and has other uses as well, like letting us keep one extra item if we die. Defeating Jad would probably almost completely be impossible if we didn't have prayer too. Although prayer costs so much money and you make no money off of training this skill whatsoever, prayer really does help you make some money and good gains throughout your long-term journey of your training in RuneScape. And if you can prayer flick, which is something I'm completely terrible at, it helps you even more. Number 6, magic. Magic is probably one of the most important skills in RuneScape as it is used in combat and allows crafted items to be enchanted, and it provides fast transport around the world via teleports. It also lets you create gold from items via high-level alchemy. Magic is probably the largest source of coins within the game itself, actually. While it is possible to play the game without being skilled in magic, it is a considerable advantage to be able to use many of the spells. You can also have the book extensions for magic after completing Desert Treasure and Lunar Diplomacy. Lunar magics are mostly helper spells that are unrelated to combat, and ancient magics contain some of the most dangerous and deadly offensive spells. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a noob, hearing the sound of barrage or ice burst literally scared the hell out of me. Number 5, range, involving bows, crossbows, and thrown weapons to damage opponents from a distance without you taking any damage at all. The range skill is definitely one of the most useful skills in RuneScape. Rangers are actually capable of having the highest accuracy of any combat type, boasting a maximum of 217 plus ranged attack bonus, beating both magic with a maximum of 139 and melee with a maximum of 168 to slash. For this reason, range is often used against high-leveled monsters with high defense. Within the combat triangle, it dictates that rangers are strong against mages, but weak against melee fighters. You can also use special ammo when using some weapons that grant you ranged XP, such as enchanted diamond bolts when using a crossbow. The enchanted diamond bolts actually ignore much of your opponent's range defense and just hit straight through it. All of the enchanted bolts have their own special abilities, along with some other types of ammos too. Without range, we'd have to just either mage or melee everything, and that would be super hard. Number 4, Herb Lore, the skill in which you take a vial of water, an identified herb, and a specific ingredient to make some of the most powerful potions to help aid you through your travels in all of RuneScape. Even if you're a low Herb Lore level, you can still make money off of the skill if you're willing to gather the herbs and ingredients on your own, which isn't actually that hard and just requires a bit of patience. For example, if you're only at level 38, you can make prayer potions by using ranars and snape grass with violet water. Snape grass can be found on the ground by some hobgoblins southwest of Falador near the crafting guild, and you can commonly get ranar herbs just by killing chaos druids. Herb lore is pretty profitable if you have the patience to collect herbs yourself, and when you reach the higher levels, you can make even more powerful potions that could earn you more money. Even just collecting ingredients for herb lore and selling them can get you a pretty good profit. And if you have high enough farming to make some good herbs, it helps you in the long run with the skill and profits too. Number 3, a skill I just mentioned, which was farming. You can plant all kinds of crops using seeds and harvest useful items from them. The harvested items have a wide range of uses, but are mostly used to train herb lore. Many players end up selling their herbs for a good profit. Also, when players reach the intermediate level range of farming, they can begin to plant trees, which is personally what I use farming for. You can actually quest all the way up to level 34 farming, and don't actually have to start out at level 1 because that will take you forever. I usually plant trees and fruit trees to level my farming. For example, when I inspect a yew tree that has grown healthy, it will give me 7,069 experience, and a palm tree will give me 10,150 experience. There are 5 tree patches in RuneScape and 5 fruit tree patches in the game as well, and harvesting both types of trees completely healthy from every single patch after 24 hours grants me 86,095 experience total. Farming is very slow, but if you have patience with it, it doesn't seem so slow at all and can make you a lot of money. Number 2, Slayer. One of my least favorite skills. Slayer has to be up there though in the countdown. While having a low Slayer level really offers you nothing except for combat experience, it does offer you loads of money when you reach a certain level, if you train it by yourself without the assistance of a cannon. Over time as you level, you can also train Slayer more efficiently by using Slayer points to buy items such as Slayer rings, which can teleport you to Slayer masters and allow you to contact them. Or you can buy the ability to make a Slayer helmet in which the effects equal up to the items you use to make the helmet itself. For example, a black mask you use to make the Slayer helmet gives you a 15% boost to melee damage and accuracy against your current Slayer assignment monster, and because of this makes the Slayer helmet do the same too, since you used the black mask to make it. And let's be honest, who doesn't dream of level 85 Slayer having whips galore each run? I personally can't wait until I'm level 72 Slayer, because then I can do wyverns and make a tiny bit of bank using that method. Number 1, rune crafting. I have all 70 plus stats, guys, and getting this one to 70 was complete hell, but worth it in the end. Once you can make nature runes and have a high enough level to have the pouches and rune crafting, this skill will actually make you a serious amount of bank. Although this skill trains very slowly, and there's always that one guy who tries to PK you for your glory amulet and or mithril pickaxe, it's definitely worth doing this skill as a money making method if you have over level 44. If you're doing this skill for the money and not XP, you're going to love it. But if you're doing this skill specifically for the XP, I don't know about you, but it's a bitch and a half. But to me, it's definitely one of the most useful skills in RuneScape as far as progressing the wealthiness of your account is. That's it for this countdown, and if you know what I should be counting down next, post in the comments and let's make it happen. If I didn't use your suggestion this time, don't worry, I just might in the future. We're close to 4,000 subscribers, guys, and in my last video, about 27 hours ago, I was thanking you guys for 3,000, so that's just insane. I'm glad you guys love the videos, and I encourage you all to join my clan chat if you'd like to talk to me in-game, because whenever I am online, that's where I'll be. There's always an awesome group of people in the chat, and everyone is always friendly. Once again, thank you guys, you're awesome, and I will talk to you all later.